Alright, what is up, everyone? Buckling up?
Buckling up, man. I don't know what to expect.
We're not moving.
I know, I'm just a little nervous.
Welcome back to Beckseat Driver. Here today, I have with me a very special guest, Matt James, everyone. Give a little introduction.
You know what I'm saying? From Raleigh, North Carolina. I was recently on a TV show I'm sure you guys are familiar with, Survivor. No, I'm just kidding. I was on The Bachelor, and I'm out here in California. Very excited about this interview.
Hell yeah. I'm excited as well, and I think we just recently met.
We met 2 weeks ago at a fight, great fight. That was
Atlanta.
Crazy.
That was pretty cool. That was a fun weekend.
First round knockout.
I don't even know how I came to meet you. Like who?
That's a great question.
You were just on the sway plane with us, and we were just like, okay, let's go, Matt.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, who did you know? And then I kind of like asked around, and I was like, oh, like Warren somehow knows everyone.
Right. Yeah. No. So me and Warren actually grabbed dinner. Okay. And he's asking like, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, yo, super low key, probably gonna go to the beach. He's like, you wanna go to the fight? I'm like, of course I wanna go to the fight. Yeah. So got pull up to the plane, pull up to the house, everyone's just like, whose man's is this?
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm with the band, I swear.
Yeah, no, it was super cool, and it was like an unexpected surprise when I saw you. I was like, that's sick, like, cause I love The Bachelor. I have two sisters. I grew up watching Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. Like,
they did?
All that good stuff.
Boy.
Like my sisters ate it up, and I was like, guys, you, like stop watching this. And I like watched it. I was like in a trance. That stuff, that kind of content like sucks you in. Like,
dude, it weighs on you. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to break it down with your sisters. We're gonna have a group call after this.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of get their feedback on what I could have done better.
Hell yeah! Like, how was that on the show? Being like, I mean, all these girls basically just competing for your attention.
It's weird. Like personally, for me, I've never had people like, I don't have people come to me at the bar like, hey, can I get you a drink? Like there's no one ever
ridiculous.
Like there's dude, we're not the ones getting hit on. Like we're usually the ones like pursuing these women. So like when it shifted, you're just put in this position where it's like I get why women are the way they are when there's like a bunch of guys who are like
guard up.
They got their guard up. And it's like, having not been on a show like that before, I'm just like constantly trying to evaluate what is and isn't real, because I was a skeptic before as well. I'm like,
that's fair.
Like, can you really find somebody on here? And you're going through this process trying to meet, like, you're speed dating, you're meeting all these people that first night, and you're like, who can I trust? Like, can I trust this person, that person? And you know, ultimately I just fell back on how I was raised, and I think my mom did a great job of just giving me those core values of like what to look for and her relationship with my dad. So I just leaned on that stuff, and it ultimately helped me sort through a lot of the BS that goes on with when you're filming something like that. Yeah,
that's so cool, because when I'm watching it, and if like I'm watching like a Bachelor episode, season, whatever it is, and it's like I'm watching it and I'm like, I think to myself, that'd be so cool to do that, like have all these girls' attention. But at the same time, like, did you ever feel like it's, I feel like it might be hard to like spit game in front of a camera like that. Like it's
well, first of all, I don't have much game anyway, so it's like it's already awkward. So I'm like, you're just sitting there, and I think communication goes both ways. Like you can't have one person carrying the conversation. So like if you're trying your best to have this conversation and it's not being reciprocated, that's when it gets awkward, because it's like you're just giving everything and then you're not getting anything in return, and then you add in like all these cameras and there's producers, so you're just like sitting there just like, you know what I mean? But thankfully I had a great group of women, and it wasn't a lot of that.
How's life after? Like,
I think you touched on another interesting point where you're like this seems like everyone's dream to like have all these women that are going to be pursuing you, and there's so much more to it that goes into like,
well, I'm sure, just
like with things that you wouldn't even imagine. Like the conversations that came from our season, I would have never dreamt that like that would have been something that came from my experience on The Bachelor, but I embraced them, and I think that it's a net positive, you know. And that's like kind of how I try to live life. I try to find the positive in every situation, because that perspective is what makes people successful. Like, are you gonna look at it half full or half empty? And you just try to take the good with the bad, knowing that that's your situation now. I told Matt to meet us at the house at Sway to make a video, and then before I'm here, I just see him setting up some so we set up a hydroponic. We set up a hydroponic garden for him. You know, we got a farm stand. I think that it's the art of gardening and growing our own food is lost, and as we're running out of space and we're trying to be as economically and environmentally friendly, I think it's important that we know where our food comes from, and we're growing some vegetables up there. We're growing some fruit, no pesticides. I'm gonna come back over. Noah said he's gonna make me dinner, so it's gonna be great. All from the Lettuce Grow hydroponic farm stand. Yeah, it's dope.
I'm gonna start going to other content houses and giving them these. Usually that's how we do the Beckseat Driver. It's kind of like you get to know each other, and then it's pretty serious in the beginning. And now let's jump into the stuff that like I think people will.
He wrote me in!
no.
wrote me in.
No, it's not that. Literally.
Raising some clickbait.
No. This isn't even clear. So just a few things right here. I can just rattle it off.
Okay.
So I have some things on my phone. Like, what's your opinion on haunted houses?
Dude, I'm the biggest wiener when it comes to like scary movies, horror movies, haunted houses. Like anti. Like if I'm going to the fair, it's cotton candy and Ferris wheels.
So if you're in a group with a bunch of people, do you try to act like brave, or
Dude,
do you?
I think acting brave is the worst thing because people are like, oh, this big dude's like, go ahead. Like, no, like I'm in the back, like I'm gonna be in the middle of the pack, like, because you know in the horror movies, the black person always dies first. So I'm like, I'm trying to be super conscious of everything going on. You know what I mean?
If you woke up with like crazy godlike superpowers, what would be the first thing you use it for?
Dude, I've thought about this like probably more than I should.
Okay.
Have spent time thinking about this. I would want to speak every language.
Really?
That would be my superpower. And it stems from this. I've been places and I felt so disconnected from everyone I'm around because I don't know the language. And like, there's no reason why I shouldn't know Spanish or I shouldn't know, like, I just felt like I want to be able to connect with everybody. And the best way to do that is like having some commonality. And if you speak their language, then like what's more inclusive than that? So
that's sick.
Every language is my superpower. Yeah.
No, you're good. Can you speak multiple languages right now?
Un poquito.
Un poquito.
And that's literally the only Spanish I know.
What is your preference for like seating on roller coasters? Do you like the front or the back?
I tend to gravitate towards the back because like have you ever seen Final Destination?
Yes.
Bro, the roller coaster, I kind of have a little phobia of roller coasters. So if something happens, I want to see what's going on just so if like last second I need to eject.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the back.
Yeah.
As we're inching up, I like to be in the back.
Do you scream on roller coasters?
Yes.
Are you a screamer?
1,000%.
Yeah.
Like I'm one of those. I'm like hands in the air like like that's me. You gotta go for it if you're on the roller coaster. Like
everyone's doing it.
Like, that's how, you know what I mean?
We played in the celebrity basketball game.
We did. That was a
crazy
lot of fun.
experience. That was super fun.
That was insane.
You obviously got more playing time than I did. But to be fair, to be completely fair, I still am recovering from surgery. So couldn't play in that.
Yep.
Looked super fun.
It was incredible.
Some highlight plays by you. Some pretty crazy plays.
That was my Super Bowl. You know, that
was sick.
I train every day pretty hard so that when there's opportunities like that, you know, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna take it easy on anybody. You know, I feel like a lot of people are you know, they pamper these people.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta set the tone.
Yeah.
And so, not to allude to anything specifically, but when Justin Bieber, you know, I saw him drive in the lane, I wasn't gonna give him the layup. You know, I had to let him know I was there.
Established dominance.
Yeah, established dominance. Defense wins championships.
Yeah.
So
100%. If you were to create your own 5, who's your celebrity 5 to go against, like that you would think would have like a serious chance against like an NBA team?
I'm going T Swift with my first overall pick. Bear with me.
I'm bearing with you.
She's one of the taller females in the game.
Okay.
And I think that a lot of people are going to sleep on her skill. I think that she's silent. You know what I'm saying? She's very elegant. But if you give her a chance, like you know what I'm saying? She barked back at Kanye. Like she's got some fight in her.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my 4. She's going to be my power forward. Long arms. I guarantee she has a jump shot. She's going to be a good stretch player.
I feel like she's locked down.
Both ways. She's got offers it on both ends of the court, offense and defense. I'm probably gonna go Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
Tyreek Hill, freak
athlete.
Don't let the height fool you.
No,
his presence was felt the most by anybody on the court. That's gonna be my big man.
Cheetah,
speed.
That's it.
Speed kills. Very important. Who runs point for your team?
Huge.
Energy guy, Sway Lee. Sway Lee's gonna be my point.
Sway Lee brings energy.
Sway Lee, skill wise, fundamental wise, not the best player. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for energy, and he gives that to the team.
Yeah, 100%.
Shooting guard, I'm going Amber Rose because Amber Rose is not afraid to shoot her shot. I think that you need someone with that confidence on your squad. Amber Rose does not miss when she shot her shot. So I'm going Amber Rose as my shooting guard. Again, Amber Rose, Taylor Swift, they're going to be slept on.
Yeah.
Not on my team. They're starters.
Yeah.
That leaves small forward LeBron James.
It's fair.
If I'm going to win, we need the best player to ever play the game.
Yeah.
And I'm recruiting LeBron.
Wow.
Period. He's got to play on my team, and that rounds off our squad.
That's a squad. Did you go to you went to college at Wake Forest? What kind of posters do you have in your dorm?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So I'm a big video game guy.
Really?
Love video games. Love anime.
Wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
Really?
So my dorm room, there's gonna be a big One Punch Man poster over my bed.
Okay.
One of the best superheroes of all time. Very slept on. I love One Punch Man. Beside my One Punch Man poster, you gotta have the Super Smash Bros. Melee character chart. Everybody. I'm going Kirby all day. I
Really?
haven't met anybody who could beat me with Kirby.
Kirby's pretty nice.
Kirby's nice.
And super, yeah.
He does it both ways. He's got defense. He can suck you in. He can become you. He's like
He can
chameleon.
become you.
Bro, he does everything. Like, what can't Kirby do? Someone tell me what Kirby can't do.
His jump's OP. You knock him off the map, he's coming right back.
You can't
He's
float
just-
away. One
Slept
Punch
on.
Man, Super Smash Brothers Melee, and then my favorite artist, J. Cole.
Really?
Yeah, North Carolina guy.
Okay. As a child, did you have any like niche interest? Was there anything that like any hobbies that you just like loved?
2 hobbies I loved. I thought I was gonna be a professional skateboarder. I
Okay.
love skateboarding, and I watched it. I did it all the time. It was dangerous though, and it kind of being an athlete, it was hard to do both. So
Yeah.
I couldn't really go for skateboarding as much as I wanted to and like pursue football in the capacity I wanted to. So I had to put that to the side. And I loved paintball when I was growing up.
Really?
Like we would go paintballing every single weekend. At the time, I didn't see a path forward being a professional paintballer.
Yeah.
So, and it was super expensive with the paintballs and all that stuff. So like slowly like weaned away from it. Anytime I have a chance to go play paintball, I'm out there doing it.
Yeah.
I love paintball.
Sway Boys and I, we went through a little phase where we really enjoyed paintball.
I think everyone goes through it.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's like it's fun until you get hit, and it's
dude.
I don't want to play anymore.
It's the
you know?
worst, yeah.
It's like,
But
why did I do this?
That
you know?
gets back to the haunted house thing, like being a weenie. Like
Yeah.
when I play, long sleeve, hoodie,
Oh,
the camo, like I've got the neck guard. Like I can't really move around because I'm so worried about like protecting the
Yeah.
body. So I haven't really felt that pain that everyone feels.
would you consider yourself a foodie? Like, do you love food?
No, I'm very picky about where we go to eat. So like
Okay.
if you were like, yo Matt, like let's go get cheeseburgers, and you gave me the place, I would look it up on Google and I'd look at pictures for the cheeseburgers. And
Yelp
you could
it a little?
you'll check
Yeah.
Yelp and you'll see, you could tell how something's gonna taste by looking at the picture. So that's
100%.
typically what I'll do. I'll go through and I'll look at all these pictures, and if they don't match up, then I probably won't go there. So I enjoy eating very much, just like everyone else. You only get 3 meals a day. And like
Yeah.
the opportunity to have a cheeseburger that's like I guess 2 times a day, because you can have it for lunch and dinner, and then 7 times a week. So 14 opportunities to have like that lunch food.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ruin that,
Just one less, like.
that's 1 less cheeseburger you get.
Yeah. All right. So that being said, what is your? I think you might have just answered my next question. Like, what's your favorite food? Is that a cheeseburger?
I could have, but if I can't just eat a cheeseburger by itself, it has to have not just any French fries, they have to be extra crispy.
Oof.
So I need my French fries well done.
Okay.
And then with the cheeseburger, it can't be like this, like pressed, like fake meat. It's got to be like actual meat, you know?
thick.
Yeah. It's got to be thick. I like a thick burger
Yeah.
with some extra crunchy fries. Unpopular opinion, I think that In-N-Out's French fries are trash.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
In-N-Out, I think, has a great burger.
Burger's incredible.
Burgers are incredible. The fries doesn't do it for me.
It doesn't do it for me.
Not flavorful.
There's no flavor.
It's very.
And I don't want to have to put animal style
'cause when you-
confetti and
Yeah.
grilled cheese and sparklers on the fries for them
Yeah,
to be something I want to eat. you know?
Exactly, because when you have to rely on the sauces for the fries to be good, it's not a good fry.
It's not a good fry.
Where is the best burger for you? Where's the best burger and fries?
The best
together?
burger and fry in the entire country is at Char Grill. It's a restaurant in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
Every time I go home, the first trip I make when I land is to Char Grill. If I'm not in North Carolina and I can't have a Char Grill burger, I'll probably go to Beauty in Essex. They have a really good cheeseburger and fries. And if I'm gonna get fast food, I'm just gonna go to Chick-fil-A, because
Okay.
you can't go wrong going to Chick-fil-A.
No, you can't. Have you ever been to a psychic?
I have never been to a psychic because they freak me out.
Okay, that was my next question. Why?
Psychics, like, I feel like there's ways to go about getting the information that you get from a psychic, and the ways that the psychics go about it, in my opinion, is like very sketchy, because they're tapping into like demonic powers, and like being
Yeah.
a Christian, it like kind of freaks me out when I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hearing things about like what's happened in my life and what could happen, and just
Yeah, I don't want to know.
yeah, it
I don't
freaks
wanna
me
know.
out.
Don't
Yeah,
tell me.
I that's why I moved to New York, because when I was living in Pittsburgh, I saw what my life looked like for the next 20 years, because I saw my boss, and I saw like, and it's a good life for most people, but like I like the fear of the unknown. Like I don't want to know what it looks like, and like I wouldn't have been here in this car with you if I was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everything that I've experienced is because I'm a risk taker, and I like to take chances, because I don't want to look back on life and be like, man, I wish I did that.
Yeah.
It's like I did that, and this is the lesson I learned from it. So
Well said. Pretty much wraps up this episode. Matt James, everyone. If you want to plug all your socials, anything you want to plug?
ABC Food Tours, it's the work we're doing in the community with our students in underserved communities. Check out Let Us Grow. We brought Noah a farm stand. I'm gonna be back for dinner in a few weeks, and more to come.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's this week's episode of Beckseat Driver. Peace.